The receipt that feels like a win.
You know that feeling.
You just got back from shopping. You saved $47 with coupons. You got 3% cash back on the credit card. You only bought things that were on sale. You even downloaded a new app that found a lower price on the last item.
You feel smart, responsible, on top of it.
Here's the question nobody asks after that trip.
Did you need any of it?
The average American household spends $1,800 a year on items bought specifically because they were discounted, not because they needed them, because the discount made buying feel rational.
That's not saving money.
That's spending money at a discount. There's a difference. And most people in their 30s have never been told what that difference costs them over a decade. In this video, why smart shopping is one of the most expensive habits of the middle class. The 3 ways the discount mindset drains wealth without you noticing. And the exact reframe that changes how you think about every purchase. The math doesn't lie. People do. Let me start with the most uncomfortable sentence in personal finance. You cannot save money by spending it. I know that sounds obvious, but the entire retail industry is built on making you forget it for about 90 seconds at a time. Here's how it works. You see something marked down 40%. Your brain registers the discount as a gain. A $120 jacket for $72 feels like you made $48, not like you spent $72. The framing of the transaction switches from cost to savings. And once it switches, the decision to buy feels financially responsible. Retailers know this. It's called the anchoring effect. The original price is not what the item is worth. It's a reference point designed to make the sale price feel like a rescue. A $120 jacket that has never sold at $120, that was always going to be $72, still triggers the same psychological response. You feel like you won. You didn't. You spent $72 you may not have spent otherwise. Here's the math that almost nobody runs. The person who sees a $72 jacket on sale and doesn't buy it because they don't need a jacket didn't save $48. They saved $72. That distinction sounds small. It isn't. If someone redirects just $150 a month, money they would have spent on discounted items they didn't need, into a low-cost index fund at 8% average return, here's what happens over 15 years. $150 a month becomes $52,000. Not because they earned more, because they stopped performing the ritual of smart shopping on things they weren't going to use. The jacket didn't cost $72. It cost $72 plus whatever that $72 would have become. There are 3 specific ways the discount mindset drains wealth, and all 3 feel like financial responsibility while they're happening. Drain 1: buying things you wouldn't have bought at full price. This is the most common one. The sale creates permission. You weren't looking for a blender, but it's 50% off, and you've been meaning to make smoothies. And at this price, it's basically free. The average household owns 2.3 appliances bought specifically on sale that are used fewer than 5 times. The average sale price paid? $67. Total, roughly $150 in appliances sitting in a cabinet. That's before the food that got bought to use them. The discount didn't save money. The discount created a purchase that wouldn't have existed otherwise. The sale price is still an expenditure. It's just an expenditure that felt justified. Drain 2. Buying more than you need because the unit price is better. This one is subtler, and it costs more per year than the permission purchase. Buying in bulk only saves money when you use everything before it expires, spoils, or becomes obsolete. Studies on household purchasing behavior consistently show that bulk buyers waste 20 to 30% more food than non-bulk buyers. The per unit price was lower, the total spend was higher. And that's before counting the storage space, the mental load of managing inventory, and the second shopping trip. To buy the thing you actually needed and forgot because you were focused on the bulk deal. Drain 3. Using cashback and rewards to justify spending you wouldn't have done otherwise. This one is the most psychologically sophisticated and the most expensive for high earners. The logic sounds airtight. I was going to spend this money anyway, so I might as well get points. The problem is the first part of that sentence. Were you going to spend it anyway? Research on reward card users consistently shows that people spend 12 to 18% more when using a rewards card than when using cash or a debit card. The friction of payment matters. Rewards cards remove friction and add positive reinforcement. The average household earning 2% cash back on a rewards card that increased their spending by 15% is losing money on the deal, even before the annual fee. Here's where I want to give you something practical. Not a budget, not a spreadsheet. One question. Before every non-essential purchase, on sale or not, ask this. Would I buy this at full price? That's it. That's the whole reframe. If the answer is yes, you need it, you'd pay full price for it, the sale is a genuine bonus, buy it. If the answer is no, you wouldn't buy it at full price, the sale is what's driving the decision, then the discount is doing your thinking for you. You're making a sound financial decision and getting a better price, and discounts are not qualified financial advisors.
There's a deeper pattern here that goes beyond individual purchases.
Most people in their 30s are very good at optimizing their spending. They compare prices, they use apps, they wait for sales, they stack coupons, and they stay exactly where they are financially, year after year. Here's why. Optimizing spending is a first-order problem. It makes your current spending slightly more efficient. Building wealth is a second-order problem. It changes the structure of where your money goes before spending decisions happen. The people who make real financial progress in their 30s are not better at finding deals. They're better at automating savings before they see the money. The smart shopper spends $1,800 less than they could have. The wealth builder never sees that $1,800. It's already invested. Here's the practical version of this. Stop trying to spend smarter. Start deciding what not to spend on at all. The goal is not to find the best price on everything you want to buy. The goal is to want fewer things so that the money you don't spend can go to work for you. This is not minimalism. This is math. Every dollar that doesn't leave your account has the potential to compound. Every dollar spent on a discounted item you didn't need is gone and takes its future value with it. A $72 jacket on sale is not a $72 decision. At 8% over 20 years, it's a $335 decision. Most people would not pay $335 for a jacket they didn't need, but they'll pay $72 because it was marked down from $120. Let's bring this home. Smart shopping is not a financial strategy. It's a spending strategy. And spending strategies, no matter how optimized, cannot replace saving strategies. The most efficient spender in the world who saves nothing is in a worse financial position than the average spender who automatically invests $200 a month every time, without exception. The math is not close. Being good at finding deals feels like being good with money. It isn't. Being good with money is knowing which decisions to skip entirely and redirecting what you don't spend toward things that grow.
3 things to do this week. 1. Run the permission purchase audit. Look at the last 30 days of spending. Find every item bought because it was on sale. Total the amount. That's your discount spend number. Be honest about how much of it you actually needed.
2. Apply the full price test to the next 5 purchases you almost make. Would I buy this at full price? If the answer is no, put it down and walk away. Do this 5 times. Notice how it feels.
3. Take one recurring discount spend, a store you hit every time there's a sale, a category where deals drive decisions, and redirect that average monthly amount to an investment account. Automate it. Set it once, let it run. If you found this useful, subscribe. The next video is already coming.
The math doesn't lie. People do.
Next, we're talking about why smart people keep making the same money mistakes. Not because they don't know better, because knowing better and doing better are 2 completely different problems. See you there.